Just finished cleaning the airplane. It is all nice and waxed on the wings and on the cowling. The bottom still needs to be done. Interior needs to be done a little bit better. But a lot of work done. Checked some boxes, felt good. One thing I did want to make a video about, when I did cross countries and when I was a CFI, I had a Sentry, which you use. It's from Foreflight. You can also get it at Sporties or a bunch of other pilot places. But I use Sentry. I have used the Stratus. They're both great products. Love them. And I just bought a new one maybe a couple weeks ago and haven't used it yet because I've just been doing aerobatics. They are fantastic for GA flying. Anything but aerobatics is pretty much great for. When you do aerobatics, Flight Chops even mentioned this with the onboard, I think he has a G1000 or G500, whatever he has. The ADSB sensors cannot pick up, they get ghosts and stuff a lot more when you do aerobatics. They also lose their signal because they're ground-based. But what I want to pitch is they are fantastic for any cross country, any GA flying where you're right side up, not doing crazy maneuvers. They have traffic avoidance with ADSB-In. They have weather. Always remember that the weather they do have is delayed 5 to 15 minutes. You don't know, but that's usually about what it is. So just recognize that weather feature is great, but has limitations. But it's awesome. If you upgrade your Foreflight plan to one of the higher tiers, you can also get synthetic vision, which is obviously not certified because it's only $500 to $800 instead of $30, $40, $80,000. But it is fantastic backup and fantastic for situational awareness and emergency situations. While teaching IFR students, I have flown with the synthetic vision on our leg just to see how accurate it is and to back it up compared to the glide slope or RNAV, whatever we're using. And it'll take you right down to the runway. I think that is a great feature for that if you're flying IFR, if you fly marginal VFR often. I've used it on cross countries. I love it. Terrain feature with synthetic vision is great for a backup. I used it at night doing a cross country through the Rockies. It was amazing to have that as a backup, to just be like, all right, this is the saddle, this is where we want to be, this is the way we're going. Because we were in Citabria for that flight in the middle of summer, so altitude was hard to come by. But yeah, traffic avoidance, yes, you need to look outside and see and avoid aircraft, especially when you're in the pattern, entering the pattern, and even entering practice areas. What the Sentry allows and ADSB-In allows is you to add that scan to your instrument scan. So just say, all right, I do my 6-pack or I do my airspeed altitude check, and then all right, let me look at my synthetic vision or my Foreflight moving map and see if there's any traffic around me that I need to look out for. It's an amazing feature. Look at it, scan it real quick, then boom, pop your head up. If you see something on your ADSB-In on your Foreflight, boom, you pick your head up, look at that direction, see if it's there, and then avoid it. It does give traffic alerts as well. They turn yellow and red as they get closer, as you're about to intercept. And they do have audio capability, audio alerts. And they're all settings that you can adjust and change, but they hook up to a Bluetooth headset, or if you plug in your iPad into the audio of your aircraft, if it's capable, it'll give you the alerts in your headset as well. Yes, you need to see and avoid. Yes, you should be looking outside. The airspace has gotten more congested, not because necessarily more people are flying than the 80s or 90s, but because of the Bravo airspaces getting pushed down and pushed out, and airports closing, and all the congestion on the ground as far as cities growing, suburbs growing. So there's all these areas where you can't fly anymore. And so that has pushed where you can fly to be smaller, so everyone's doing all these activities in these small areas or at less airports. But yeah, so I just wanted to pitch the Sentry. I've had a couple of close calls in even the last year doing the cross country, so I ponied up, got the Sentry, replaced my old one. Sporties was nice enough to give me a little discount for sending back my old one, so I just wanted to give them a shout out for doing that. I appreciate it. But yeah, I really recommend flying with the Sentry. If you're in busy airspace, it's just a great asset to have to add to your essay. Don't stare at your iPad, look outside, add it to your scan for 5 seconds every once in a while before you enter a practice area or you enter a pattern. It's a great little additive for that. I know it's another expense, but it is cheap insurance. That's all I got. Thanks, see you.